गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स, मैं हूं दीपक और आप देख रहे हैं दीपक इगर्नर। टुडे इन दिस क्लास वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट द मोबिलिटी ऑफ द चार्ज कैरियर एंड द टेम्परेचर डिपेंडेंस ऑन रेजिस्टिविटी एज वेल एज रेजिस्टेंस। Okay, so all of you know what do you mean by the charge carrier. It is the charged particle which is responsible for conducting current. Current होने के लिए जो रेस्पॉन्सिबल होता है चार्ज पार्टिकल उसको बोलते हैं चार्ज कैरियर। ओके, जैसे कि कंडक्टर में कौन सा है चार्ज कैरियर? फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन इज द चार्ज कैरियर फॉर conducting current in case of conductor, whereas in case of electrolyte it is only the ions. But for semiconductor it is free electron as well as holes. So what do we mean by mobility of the charge carrier? When we are applying a potential difference across any conductor, at that time we will get the electric field. Due to that electric field, the free electron is drifted. The free electron is moved. Okay, so free electron is of negative charge, so it will move in opposite direction as per our applied electric field. So electric field अगर इस तरफ होगा, so drift velocity किस तरफ होता है? इस तरफ. So the free electron is moving opposite to our electric field. Got it? So when we are applying electric field, we are getting the drift velocity. That means free electron is getting drifted. Okay? So how much it is drifted? What does it mean mobility? Mobility means the free movement of free electron. क्योंकि वो फ्री है और उसका मूवमेंट कितना हो सकता है वो डिपेंड करता है किसमें? मोबिलिटी. सो मोबिलिटी इज द वन फिजिकल क्वांटिटी. ओके, qualitative definition of the mobility is that how much it is having the movement, how can it move from one point to other after applying electric field. electric field देने के बाद इसमें कितना movement हो रहा है. got it? so उसको बोलते हैं mobility of the charge carrier. but quantitative definition says that mobility is denoted by mu. Mobility of a charged particle is defined as the drift velocity per unit electric field. Got it? So mobility is defined. Mobility of a charged carrier is defined as the drift velocity acquired by the charged particle or charged carrier per unit electric field. Okay? Whenever I am telling the definition, you can write it. Okay, mobility of a charge carrier can be defined as the drift velocity per unit electric field. The drift velocity acquired with the charge carrier per unit electric field. This is the general expression for the mobility of any charge carrier. charge carrier अलग अलग होता है, अलग अलग मटेरियल का. so उसके हिसाब से मोबिलिटी भी उसके हिसाब से डिपेंड करता है. Got it? So mu is equal to Vd by E. So next is our what is unit of this one? So unit क्या होगा इसका? This one is velocity, this one is electric field. So this one is meter per second divided by this one electric field, either Newton per coulomb or volt per meter. So this one is meter per second or volt per meter. Which one you will take it? Take it. So this one is क्या होगा ये? मीटर पर सेकेंड into this one coulomb per Newton. So this is meter coulomb per Newton second. Got it? Like this, or this one also you can write this meter per second into this one meter per volt. So this is your meter square per volt per second. Okay, so this or this, these two are unit of the mobility. In most of the books, this is written. Okay, meter square per volt per second is the unit of the mobility. But practical unit of mobility is, in case of meter, we will consider centimeter. So centimeter square per volt per second is the practical unit of the mobility of any charge carrier. Got it? Next we will see the relation between current and mu, or drift velocity we can say, or relation between current and mu. Got it? So as we will know, already we had know, current I is equal to what? I is equal to NEA into VD. Current through any conductor of cross sectional area A, and the VD is drift velocity of free electron, and this is your electronic charge, and N is the number of electron per unit volume. Got it? So I is equal to NEA VD. So from this we can write NEA. This VD can be written as what? VD is equal to mu into E. Why? Because as VD is equal to mu E. Okay, so we can write I is equal to NEA mu into E. Again, I upon A is equal to NE mu into E. Yes or no? NE mu into E. This I upon A can be written as J. J means current density. So J is equal to NE mu into E. Again we will write this one as what? J equal to sigma E. From this Ohm's law in vector form. Ohm's law in vector form. Okay, so J equal to sigma E. Therefore, sigma is equal to what? Sigma is equal to nothing but this N E into mu. So we can write sigma is equal to our N E mu. This is also one important relationship. This is also one important relationship. I equal to NEA mu E. Okay, sometimes in your board exam they will ask, write the relation between I and mu, I and E, I and VD, like that. J and VD they have asked. Okay, in so many times they are asking like this question. So you have to derive accordingly. What they will ask, you have to derive accordingly. So all these are important. Sigma is equal to what? Sigma is equal to N E into mu. That means if mobility of any charge carrier is high, then sigma is also high. This sigma is called what? Conductivity of any conductor, conductivity of any material. इसका मतलब क्या होता है? मोबिलिटी, मूवमेंट अगर चार्ज कैरियर का ज्यादा होगा, उस मटेरियल का कंडक्टिविटी ज्यादा है, इसका मतलब वो करंट ज्यादा ले सकता है. Got it? So conductivity depends on the mobility of the charge carrier. And again, you can observe from this one, if mobility is higher, then obviously current will be higher or current density will be higher. J equal to this one. Got it? So you have to remember all this, and accordingly you have to write the equation. Okay, what is the dimension of this one? Mobility, dimension of mu. You can find it from this one. Okay, so dimension of velocity divided by dimension of electric field, and this electric field again can be written as F upon Q. So you have to find the dimension of electric field from this one. Okay, and you have to derive what is the dimension of mobility. Next are our resistivity dependence on temperature, or temperature dependence on resistivity as well as resistance. Okay, how the resistivity and resistance will be affected when temperature varies. टेम्परेचर जब चेंज होगा सो एट दैट टाइम रेजिस्टिविटी और रेजिस्टेंस में क्या चेंजेस होगा, क्या वेरीज होगा. All of us know that sigma is equal to what? From our J equal to sigma E at that time. From Ohm's law in vector form. Sigma equal to n E square tau upon n. Okay. This is also one relation. Already we have derived from Ohm's law in vector form, where n is the number of electron per unit volume, E is electronic charge, tau is the relaxation time, and m is the mass of electronic charge. Okay, we will need this one here. So, in any conductor, due to thermal agitation, suppose we are applying the energy or heat, then due to thermal agitation, why thermal agitation will occur here? Because we are rising the temperature. As temperature increases, heat energy will be there. So this is your thermal agitation. Thermal agitation will increase. Got it? We have to write in statement. When temperature increases, heat energy will increase and thermal agitation will also increase, or thermal agitation will occur. When thermal agitation will occur, at that time what will happen? These free electrons will move randomly, yes or no, and they collide more frequent. Okay, that means collision will be more frequent. Okay, क्योंकि देखो अगर कहीं भी ज्यादा बच्चे हो गए क्लासरूम में, और अगर छुट्टी हो जाएगा तो क्या होगा? कोलिजन तुम लोगों के बीच में ज्यादा होगा. बिकॉज एक दूसरे के साथ कोलाइड करोगे जल्दी जाने के लिए, बाहर जाने के लिए. सिमिलरली जब थर्मल एजिटेशन हो जाएगा, टेम्परेचर बढ़ा देंगे, सो उसमें जो फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन होगा वो फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन क्या होगा? एक दूसरे के साथ आके कोलाइड होगा. बट इट सो कोलिजन विल बिकम मोर फ्रीक्वेंट. अगर कोलिजन विल बी मोर फ्रीक्वेंट, ज्यादा होगा कोलिजन, तो क्या होगा? रिलैक्सेशन टाइम विल बी लेस. यस और नो? क्योंकि एक आके दूसरे में अगर गिर रहा है, उसका मतलब ये अगर जल्दी हो जाएगा, इसका जो रिलैक्सेशन टाइम, इसका रिलैक्सेशन टाइम क्या होगा? घट जाएगा. Yes or no? So when the collision between electrons will be more frequent, at that time relaxation time tau will decrease. Got it? Collision will increase. At that time what? At that time relaxation time tau will decrease. Got it? क्योंकि उन दोनों के बीच में कोलाइड अगर ज्यादा होगा, जल्दी हो जाएगा, तो एट दैट टाइम कोलिजन टाइम जो होता है, रिलैक्सेशन टाइम, एवरेज कोलिजन टाइम और एवरेज रिलैक्सेशन टाइम वो घट जाएगा. गॉट इट? अगर ये घट जाएगा तो इफ टाउ decreases, then obviously conductivity is decreasing. Got it? As conductivity is decreasing, resistivity will have what? Resistivity will increase. Why? Because resistivity is equal to reciprocal of conductivity. Got it? So इन दोनों का इनवर्स रेशियो है. अगर एक घटता है तो दूसरा बढ़ जाएगा. सो रेजिस्टिविटी क्या होगा? कंडक्टिविटी इसमें घट रहा है. कंडक्टिविटी अगर डिक्रीज हो रहा है, घट रहा है, इसका मतलब रेजिस्टिविटी विल इंक्रीज. सो रेजिस्टिविटी विल इंक्रीज. Got it? Again, resistance is directly proportional to resistivity. Got it? Resistance is directly proportional to the medium, that is resistivity of that conductor or material. So resistivity अगर increase होगा, so resistance कैसा होगा? Resistance is also increases. Got it? So when the temperature increases in any conductor, I am telling only specific for conductor. Got it? So when temperature increases, resistance is also increases in any conductor. Got it? कंडक्टर में रेजिस्टेंस इंक्रीज होता है कब? जब टेम्परेचर बढ़ जाएगा, इंक्रीज हो जाएगा. Got it? So temperature increases, thermal excitation is also increases or occur. That means collision between free electrons will be more frequent. जल्दी जल्दी हो जाएगा उनके बीच में कोलाइजन. Got it? उसके बाद क्या होगा? Relaxation time is reduced. This one decreases. As relaxation time decreases, so conductivity is decreased here. कंडक्टिविटी घट जाएगा. कंडक्टिविटी घटने के बाद क्या होगा? रेजिस्टिविटी बढ़ जाएगा. रेजिस्टिविटी बढ़ने के बाद रेजिस्टेंस इज आल्सो इंक्रीजेस. गॉट इट? सो you have to write all this in statement. Okay, as temperature of any conductor is increased, therefore thermal excitation between the electrons will be more and collision will be more frequent. But as the collision will be more frequent, so relaxation time will be reduced. But when relaxation time will reduce, conductivity is reduced because it is directly proportional. But as conductivity is reduced, so resistivity will increase and therefore resistance is also increased. Got it? So in one sentence or one conclusion we are getting that when temperature will increase, resistance or resistivity or resistance will increase. But this is in case of conductor. In case of metal at low temperature. But ये किसमें होता है? ये कंडक्टर में होता है. कंडक्टर में टेम्परेचर बढ़ाने में रेजिस्टिविटी और रेजिस्टेंस बढ़ता है. कंडक्टिविटी क्या होता है? कंडक्टिविटी कम हो जाता है. इसका मतलब करंट थोड़ा घट जाएगा क्योंकि कंडक्टिविटी इज द रेस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर कंडक्टिंग. कंडक्टिविटी ज्यादा होगा, करंट ज्यादा कंडक्ट होगा. कंडक्टिविटी डिक्रीज हो रहा है, इसका मतलब क्या हो रहा है? रेजिस्टेंस ज्यादा हो रहा है, करंट थोड़ा घट जाएगा. Got it? So this you have to know. But this is all idea about the qualitative idea. We can say this is the phenomenon going on this conductor. But for quantitative, we can write the rho. That means resistivity at any temperature is equal to rho naught into 1 plus alpha T minus T naught. Okay, so this is the quantitative idea about the resistivity depending on temperature. But how the resistivity depends on temperature. Here this rho is nothing but your resistivity of any conductor or material at temperature T. Similarly, rho naught is the resistivity of any conductor at temperature T naught. Got it? T naught टेम्परेचर में रेजिस्टिविटी कितना होता है? रो नॉट. whereas T टेम्परेचर में कितना होता है? रो. Got it? From this you can calculate. This is very important formula for numerical. Okay, so here one constant is there, alpha. Alpha is called coefficient of temperature or temperature coefficient of resistivity. Temperature coefficient of resistivity. This is one constant term. Another term is also there, beta term, but beta term we are not using. Why? Because in case beta into टेम्परेचर स्क्वायर होता है, सो वी आर नेग्लेक्टिंग। हाँ, जब स्क्वायर क्यूब हो जाएगा सो उसका वैल्यू घटता घटता जाएगा, सो वी आर नेग्लेक्टिंग ऑल द टर्म इन +2 syllabus only we are having this formula, got it? So rho is equal to rho naught 1 plus alpha t minus t naught. From this one we can define alpha as rho is equal to rho naught 1 plus alpha t minus t naught. That implies rho is equal to, we are dividing rho naught 1 plus alpha t minus t naught. That implies rho by rho naught minus 1 is equal to alpha t minus t naught. That implies this is rho naught, this is rho minus rho naught is equal to alpha t minus t naught. Again, that implies alpha is equal to what? Because we are calculating for alpha temperature coefficient of resistivity, so alpha is equal to what? This multiplication term here, it will be on division, so this is rho minus rho naught divided by rho minus rho naught into rho naught, this is t minus t. We can write this one as 1 by rho naught, this is rho minus rho naught can be written as d rho, that means change in resistivity, because this is the resistivity at temperature T and this is resistivity at temperature T naught, so d rho by dt. Okay, so this is the formula for temperature coefficient of resistivity alpha. Okay, so we can define this alpha here. Temperature coefficient of resistivity can be defined as the change in resistivity per unit resistivity per unit change in temperature. Got it? So that is the definition of temperature coefficient of resistivity alpha. Again I am telling, it is defined as, or temperature coefficient of resistivity is defined as change in resistivity per unit resistivity per unit change in temperature. Got it? That is the definition of alpha here. What is the unit of alpha? Unit of alpha is, here this is also resistivity, change in resistivity, this is also resistivity, so it will cancel. Again only we are having the temperature, so we can write it is Kelvin per Kelvin, that means Kelvin to the power -1, or if you are writing in degree Celsius, degree centigrade per to the power -1. Okay, per degree centigrade or per Kelvin. Okay, this is the unit of alpha here. Okay, and dimension of that one only temperature, so Kelvin. Got it? So dimension of alpha is Kelvin to the power -1. Got it? Others are 0. Okay, so this is our temperature coefficient of resistivity. And again, resistance is directly proportional to resistivity. Therefore, resistance is also equal to resistance at temperature T naught into 1 plus alpha T minus T naught. Got it? So this is also one important formula, where R is the resistance at temperature T and R naught is the resistance at temperature T. If T minus T naught, if we are writing T minus T naught as T, small t, then we can write this one as R is equal to R naught into 1 plus alpha T. Okay, in some of the book you will get this formula also, where this T is the difference in temperature between the resistance of that conductor. Got it? जो टेम्परेचर में दोनों का वैल्यू होगा, ये रेजिस्टेंस और ये रेजिस्टेंस एट स्टैंडर्ड टेम्परेचर, इन दोनों के बीच में टेम्परेचर का डिफरेंस उतना होना चाहिए ये T. Got it? In some of the cases numerical you will use this one, in some case you will use this one. Got it? So accordingly you have to use whichever it will require, use that one. Got it? So all these are resistance and resistivity depending on temperature. We will see in some cases, that means for example in case of copper, if we will draw the, suppose this one is your temperature and this one is your resistivity, then the graph between resistivity and temperature would like this one. Okay, it would look like this. Got it? This is for material copper. For nichrome it would be like this. For this one is nichrome, it would be like this, Okay, ऐसे होकर straight line होता है, but when temperature increases, resistivity is increased. Here is also same thing. When temperature increases, resistivity increases non-linearly. This one increases linearly. But in semiconductor, it will be little bit different. For semiconductor, when temperature increases, resistivity will decreases non-linear. But it for semiconductor, resistivity decreases as temperature increases. ओके, क्योंकि उसमें दो तो चार्ज कैरियर होता है, एक चार्ज कैरियर होता है फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन और एक चार्ज कैरियर होता है होल, उसी के वजह से, बट एक होता है ड्रिफ्ट करंट, दूसरा होता है डिफ्यूजन करंट, तो उसके वजह से क्या होता है, रेजिस्टिविटी इंक्रीज नहीं होकर रेजिस्टिविटी डिक्रीज होता है. गॉट इट? व्हेन रेजिस्टिविटी डिक्रीजेस, कंडक्टिविटी इंक्रीजेस. सो टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज होने के बाद उसमें क्या होता है, कंडक्टिविटी इंक्रीज होता है. कंडक्टिविटी इंक्रीज होने के बाद करंट ज्यादा होता है. गॉट इट? बट वेरी माइन्यूट केसेस, बहुत स्मॉल वोल्टेज का होता है उसमें. इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, सेमीकंडक्टर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स यूज होता है, whereas all these conductors are related to electricals. इसको बोलते हैं इलेक्ट्रिकल डिवाइसेस. इलेक्ट्रिकल डिवाइसेस जैसे हो गया हमारा फैन, हमारा ये मोटर, सब इलेक्ट्रिकल डिवाइसेस जिसमें 220 वोल्ट के आसपास यूज होता है, वो सब इलेक्ट्रिकल डिवाइसेस. whereas सेमीकंडक्टर में कितना वोल्ट, मैक्सिमम 5 वोल्ट, 12 वोल्ट, मैक्सिमम 12 से ज्यादा होगा ही नहीं. 5 वोल्ट, 12 वोल्ट, जैसे कि हमारा कंप्यूटर हो गया, मोबाइल हो गया, आजकल तो वॉच भी हो गया, स्मार्ट वॉच, ये सब सभी जितना भी है वो मतलब कम पोटेंशियल में भी वो चल सकता है इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में. राइट? ये सब इलेक्ट्रॉनिक डिवाइस. whereas this one is electrical device, all are operated within 220 volt or more than this also. Got it? 440 volt. Got it? ट्रांसफार्मर उसमें जब यूज होता है, सब all are related to electrical devices. Got it? So it is very important that for semiconductor resistivity decreases non-linearly. Got it? You have to remember this one.